very quickly, which is the meaning of innovation. Right? What does innovation mean? And as it says there, something new or different introduced. And in order to make our students innovative, we ask them to take part in this award. So who is the innovative person according to the definition that's in the award? It says using or showing new methods or ideas. So innovative person or innovation is all about coming up with new ideas, coming up with different ways of dealing with something and applying this in our daily life. We're going now to see how the award helps us do this, how students who are taking part in the award are able to benefit from it in a way that helps them make new ideas, face problems, solve them, and tackle things from different angles and come up with unusual solutions for them. Back to the presentation now. And as you can see, secondary school teachers, activity coordinators and leaders, and students as well. And how the award can provide life-changing experience for young people. And the reason is to enable students to boost their skills, develop leadership potential, and exceed their own expectations. Don't worry about this. I'm going to email you the presentation. So if you leave your email, I'm going to send it to you all of them. Okay? Right. This is the framework now of the award. If you are offering it in your school or you are a student and taking part in it, this is what we do. It is made of 3 levels and 4 sections. Right? Participants, students complete all 4 sections at each level in order to achieve the award. The gold level, participants also complete a residential project. So we have 3 levels. We have bronze, silver, and gold. In each one of them, students do 4 sections. Apart from the gold one, they do 5, and the 5th one is a residential project. Right. Question now. At what age participants enter the bronze, silver, and or gold levels? And what are the 4 sections of the award? Any volunteers?
14 years.
14 years, they start bronze. Okay. And true. 14 years old, they start silver. 15 years old, they start, bronze. 15 years old, they start silver. And 16 years old, they start gold. What if someone is, like you have 2 students in your school now, one of them is 14 and one of them is 15, okay? And they have never done the award before, right? So what will you do with them? And you're offering the award at your school. Would you make both of them start at silver? Or both of them start at bronze? Or one starts at bronze and the other one starts at silver? Right? Right, it is age related. So if you have 3 students coming to your school today, the 14 years old starts bronze, the 15 years old starts silver, and the 16 years old starts gold. Even if they haven't done anything before. So the 14 years old starts bronze and does the 4 sections. The 15 years old starts silver and does the 4 sections. And he or she picks one of the 4 sections and does extra 6 months to make up for the bronze level that they have missed. And the 16 years old starts gold, and they do the 5 sections, and they pick one of them and they do an extra 6 months to make up for the silver that they have missed. It is age related, not performance related. It is so. 3 students, 3 different ages, each one of them goes to a different level, and they do an extra amount of time to make up for the level that they have missed previously. Right, what are the 4 sections of the award now? So we said 3 levels, bronze, silver, gold, 4 sections in bronze and silver, 5 sections in gold. What are the sections now? Yes, go ahead.
One is physical recreation.
Yes.
Then there is service. Then there is skill.
Yes.
And exhibition. That's for bronze and silver. And for gold, there is a residential project.
Thank you very much. Absolutely correct. So 4 sections: physical, skill, service. Physical activity, skill, and service. And the 4th one is expedition. There are 2 expeditions in each section. One is training and the other one is qualifying. Practice and qualifying. And they do this in silver and bronze. For gold, they do the same thing, and then they add what we were looking at previously, which is a residential project. Right? So it is clear now, the physical, anything that makes them run, sweat. Skill, it's any activity that does not make them sweat, because people always mix between physical and skill. A physical is sport. Skill is based on hand, crafts, music, singing, drama, learning a language, cooking, decoration, something that does not make them run and sweat. And this is the exact phrase that they use when they try to define the difference between a physical activity and a skill activity. Physical, any skill. Skill, anything that teaches them something new and it does not make them stand up, run, and sweat. Service, it is helping other people in different ways. The expeditions, we know them, they are trips. One is for practice and the other one is for qualifying. And the residential project, right? It is a 5-day, 4-night work experience that they do with people that they don't know in order for them to get used to work with or meet people that they don't know, work with them and come up with useful or good results and outcomes. Right? And if we look at this, we can briefly find some information about each section. This is the aim of the service activity. Challenge yourself to be a responsible, caring member of the community. And they are required to give service. And it is important that they don't get paid for it, otherwise it will not be service. Over a set period of time, that enables them to experience the benefits that their service provides to others. What are the examples for the service activities that someone can do? Like you have a student now coming to you, if you are offering this in your school, and this student is saying, I don't know, what should I do as my service? What are the ideas that we can give to them? Yes?
People help out at hospitals, take care of children. They can go to community service at the labor camps. They can do community service teaching children who are unable to attend schools.
Brilliant, exactly. So just to reach out and help in any way. It is also important to notice that working with parents and family does not count. They must be some people that are not family related to them. Right. We're going to stop here and look at some research findings related to service. So, in the 3 levels of the award, bronze, silver, and gold, students are doing service. If they are bronze, they do it for 3 months. If they are silver, they do it for 6 months. If they are gold, they do it for 1 year. And this is what it means here by a set period of time. Right. In 2013, the Ministry of Youth Development in New Zealand, they have commissioned an evaluation of the service component of the award to improve understanding of the impact of the service section. And they wanted to have an evidence to see the outcome of this activity and how did it help the participants to grow and develop skills and so on. So what did they find? The service section of the award was the most challenging. Right? And students, what I made here in red is what students said, or what they said when they were talking about their service. Pushing them well out of their comfort zones and into roles they had not previously considered. For example, what are these roles could be? Like I have 1 or 2 of my participants. One of them is babysitting her neighbor's children. The other one, she has some neighbors who are old and they have a dog and they cannot take the dog outside. So what she does for service, she is 1 hour every week. She's taking the dog out, walking the dog, taking care of it, feeding it, washing it, and so on. Right? And this is what it means here by roles that they have not previously considered. When they enroll for the award, it pushes them to find an activity, right? And our role as award leaders is to push them to find something that is out of their comfort zone, not with family, not with friends, not something easy, and at the same time, not something impossible. So we try to keep balance there. Right. And I will leave you to read through it. Number 2, growth in leadership through involvement in the service section. So this is a skill that they gained out of it. And 81% of young people felt the service section enhanced their leadership skills, and this was confirmed by 83 of the parents and 83 of the award leaders. So these are researches, they are officially published and acknowledged by the Ministry of Youth Development in New Zealand. This is for service. Right. The second section is skill. And this is the aim, as you can see here. Challenge yourself to improve your skills and widen your personal interests. Finding an activity for the skill is always a problem for students. They always struggle with So we always push them to find something new, something that they would consider. So if they don't like the language and they are not artistic in a way that they don't sing or dance or play any musical instrument, and they don't like to use or learn handcrafts, what would they do? And here comes our role as award leaders. One of the things that I tried with my students was to set up an activity inside the school, cooking club, and then ask them to sign up for it. So he sent a message out to the teachers who is interested in leading a cooking club in the school, and they make your participants sign up for it. Cooking qualifies. Cake making, ceramics, knitting, and so on, right? they always end up finding something to do. But this area is going, or is one of the most difficult areas for them to cover. The third one is the physical recreation, which is the sports-based one, and here to improve the performance, health, and fitness. Right, and as we said before, these activities, they are done over a set period of time. So 3 months for bronze, 6 for silver, 1 year for gold. The part that they find fun and they enjoy it is the adventurous journey, the expedition. In each section they do a practice journey, a practice expedition, and a qualifying one. And the aim is to journey with your eyes open. So if you are organizing a practice or a qualifying expedition for your students, it is not a picnic, because it is difficult, challenging. It is not just carrying your bag and going to the mountains or to the desert without a goal, because we need to keep our eyes open to work towards a goal to achieve it. And as it says there, it encourages a sense of adventure and discovery. And we can do it in different environments. So we can do it in the desert, we can do it in the forest, we can do it in mountains, and so on. Of course, if it is a bronze one, it is 2 days, 1 night. If it is a silver one, it is 3 days, 2 nights. And if it is a gold one, it is 4 days, 3 nights. And this applies to the practice and the qualifying. It is also important to notice that the practice and the qualifying should take place in the same environment. So I cannot do a practice in the desert and then a qualifying in the forest. I cannot do a practice in, let's say, Thailand and a qualifying in Dubai, or the other way around. It should take part, or it should take place in the same environment. The last section, which is the residential project, and this applies to gold participants. The reason is to experience life from a different perspective. And as I said, it is done over 5 days, and the person should reside away from home, should do it with strange people, some people that he or she did not meet before, and they work together towards achieving a goal. It could be a work experience, it could be a personal training course, it could be environment club, it could be helping others as well, right? And a form of service to others, but they don't know them and they stay with them for 5 days. Okay, any questions so far for this part that we covered? So this is in brief now everything that an award leader or a participant should know about the award. Yes?
Just a question for bronze, silver and gold. Do all of them have an expedition?
Yes,
All
all of them.
So the same expedition has to qualify them at different levels?
So in order to qualify or finish the bronze level and get the certificate, they do the 3 sections, physical, service and skill, plus the expedition, a practice and a qualifying. And this happens for the silver and gold as well.
Excuse me.
Yes,
You said there are different age groups, right?
yes.
For bronze, silver, and gold.
Mhm.
Gold is what age you said?
Starts at 16.
Starts at 16.
Yes.
And suppose the students are older than that.
It doesn't matter because they have up to 25. So anyone who is not 25 yet, they can start the award. Right? So if they are 17, 18, 19, 24.
So basically they enroll and then they take it up by themselves. They have to work by themselves.
What?
If a student enrolls in this program,
Okay.
right?
Right.
Then it's the student's own responsibility to see that he ensures that he completes the program.
It is his responsibility, yes, but he should have some guidance from us as award leaders. Because number one, we need to make sure that they choose the right activities for each section. Number two, they choose a smart target for each activity. We organize the expeditions for them. We look at when they finish, they use a form of online record to add the details of what they did, and we look at it, and then we submit it to the regional office to approve it. So it's kind of, yes, it is their responsibility, but we have a big, important part or role to play to guide them. Right? Yes?
Just another question. The expeditions in all three levels go for the same expedition. For example, if you're taking the bronze level, which are 14-year-olds for an expedition, can the silver and the gold members join the same expedition?
And use the,
yes.
you use the
Yes,
same
yes,
route.
yes.
Okay. Providing that the bronze people group together,
All right.
and the silver people group together, and the gold people group together.
Right.
Right.
They could
This is number one. And the second thing is when the bronze qualify to silver, they do not repeat the same one. So they go to a different route and a different place. So that I take my silver and gold together. I do an extra day for gold, and then the silver goes home. Next year, I'm not repeating the same route for the silver, who are now doing gold. I do a different route. So in principle, there is no. They need to group together, and we cannot repeat the same route next year with them. Right? Okay. We should spend 5 minutes just going over 2 or 3 slides now, and then it will be open to you for questions. And these again are research findings about how the award helps participants in different ways. So the aspect we're looking at here is lifelong acquired skills. And this is in 2010, and this is the award in Canada. Worked with a company, and they were looking at 219 award participants from all levels. Okay, identified 4 themes that arose from the value participants receive: life skill, leadership, life enrichment, and achievement. Okay, participants reported that they feel that they obtain a variety of life skills to prepare them for their adult life, developing the core components of leadership. People took away lasting memories, relationships, and lessons that provide them with new perspectives. The second one here is the impact of the award on the participants' well-being. And that was, as you can see, the date, and it is done by the award authorities in the UK, in line with the Centre of Children and Youth Research Centre based in the University of Northampton. And 74% of the participants reported that the award helped them develop self-esteem, and 80% felt that doing the award helped them understand their own strengths and weaknesses better. And these are the phrases that were repeated the most since starting the award. I believe in myself more, and doing DUV means that I'm less bored. And the third one is about participants' employability, and there are 2 different pieces of research there. One in this date and one is very recent. And again, going to email this presentation to you so you can read through it and let's make use of the 15 minutes that we have now in questions and answers. Right. So, in this room now, we are either participants or award leaders, current or potential. So, if you are going to start offering this in your school, or you are still offering this in your school, right? Then we need to look at the structure of the award and how this helps innovation outside the classroom. So we already spoke about the idea of selecting different activities and going out and doing them and working towards a goal and achieving it is all about coming up with new ideas and helping the participants to figure out new ways to deal with things. Right. The second thing here for the activity section and the development of the participant skill, you see that they start at bronze, for example, doing cooking for 3 months, and then they move to silver and they do it for 6 months, and then they move to gold and they do it for 12 months. So they spent about 2 years doing an activity, and in each phase they have a target to work for, and the target should be time related, so it should be like 3 months related, 6 months related, and a year related. And you can see from the beginning what they were able to achieve, and by the end, what they became able to achieve. It is also important to notice here that in each section, students must choose a new activity that they have not done in the previous one. So in bronze, if they started with cooking, football, and help teaching someone how to read, they can continue with 2 of them in silver and change 1, and then they can continue to gold with 2 of them and then they change 1, so that they can get a better chance to try and experience different activities. Right. The last item here, how can the awards develop participant leadership potential and help them exceed their own expectations? Right. Believe it or not, in my school, there are teachers supervising this program, but the people who are actually delivering it are the students. So the people who are doing silver, guess what service do they do? Yeah, teaching the bronze. Of course, the teachers are there, right, to supervise, but they do the teaching. They plan the resources, they plan the lessons, they teach them. Not only teaching inside the school, but also supervising the expeditions. So we take them with us, and they do work on the capacity of a teacher there, and they have all the rights to direct the bronze people to do this and that. So this is one of the examples of how taking part in the award can develop leadership potential and help them take leading roles in it. And the gold people do the same thing with silver and bronze. And there are many examples for how can the award help participants improve their leadership skills. Right? I know that some of you are keen on starting this activity in their school, and this is the person that you need to contact. She is the regional director for Middle East, Europe, Mediterranean, and Arab states. And if you are not offering the program in your school and you would like to start, an email to this person, and then she will send you a complete list of the things that you should have in place in order to register your school and start offering the award in your school. Also, they have the award authorities have appointed a regional officer for the UAE. We have 48 schools in the UAE offering the award, and they have appointed an officer, operation manager, and he will be based in the UAE, and one of his main roles is to help current schools to continue delivering the awards and also help new schools to start, and they think this way we will have better support from them. Right, it's now open to you. If you'd like to ask any questions, if there is an area that you particularly feel that we can talk about.
Where do you write our emails? So that it will-
Okay, can you just write it on
This one on this page?
yeah, just here, and then I will do this. Okay? Yes.
I won't be depending on that.
Yeah, can you just put your email on a piece of paper and just leave it with me?
So, some of our students enrolled when they are in grade 12, and after they finish from grade 12, they move to India.
Okay,
Then how can we help them and support them?
good one, good question. Thank you very much. In past, participants used to use a blue record book to register their activities and to obtain an evidence from the teacher who is supervising this activity. But 2 years ago, the award authorities decided to move to an online version, okay? And if your students are in India, they can still keep working on the award and fill in the details online, and then you can have a look at it. If it is in line with the guidelines, then you submit it, and then once it is approved, you can send them the certificate. If it's not complete, you can send it back to them with a comment and feedback, and then they can change it and then send it back to you. So the online record book system does help in this way. So you don't need to worry about them going to other countries. It is still absolutely fine.
So now
Right.
it's only online.
It is only online, but this is as long as they have done the expeditions with you or with a center that is authorized to do the expeditions, and you are keeping in touch with them in terms of what are you up to, what activities are you doing for this section or that section, and so on. Right?
Can you give us that briefing as to, for new schools, how do we go about?
Okay, for new schools, number one, there is a license that you need to obtain. It's called a basic license. Okay, and in order for obtaining the basic license, there is an amount of fees that you pay. The last one that we paid was £800. Once you pay the fees, and then you will receive training resources, and you will receive the framework, and you will sign this, and you will receive also some other paperwork from them. You go through it, and then you sign the agreement, and you send it back to them, and then you become an authorized center.
Is that IAC?
Yes,
Then
yeah,
become
yeah,
an
it's an independent center. Yeah.
Okay. So we have to do it to run the award.
Yes.
Without them, we cannot run the award.
No. I was presenting 2 years ago, and I thought that a school can run the award through another school.
Yes.
Okay, but I was wrong.
Yes, you
Yes,
told us.
I was wrong. I found out after that I said it out of all the good intentions, not to give wrong information, but I thought a school can, go through another school and then we let them know about it. But when at some point I found out that it is not the right thing to do, and each center should have their own license. Yes.
So if we express our interest to this person who's then
Yes.
she would guide us.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yeah.
is this annual registration fees or one time?
It is annual.
It's annual.
Yes. It is an annual registration fees, and that's why when you are offering it in your school, you need to think about covering this fees somehow, right?
So we charge the students.
We do charge them. We do charge them at each level. This is one of the things that comes under the cost, the fees. There is another amount of fees that you pay for the online record book. 10, 12, and 14 pounds for each level. Okay, so bronze, silver, and gold. Yeah, 10, 12, 14. And that's it. So the 800 pounds every year, and use the online record book fees as well. And once per level. So once for bronze, once for silver, and once for gold.
So this is paid by the students, the record book.
Well, now if you are starting in your school, they pay it to you and then you pay it on their behalf. Okay? They cannot pay it directly because since you are an authorized center, you are representing the award authorities. So you have the right to collect these fees and exactly the exact amount and pay it to them on behalf of the students.
But when we initially start, we don't know how many students they will get.
Yeah, exactly. So it doesn't happen, you don't have to pay the fees immediately once you start, okay? You pay the 800 to obtain the license, then you start enrolling your students, and then once every year, on top of my head now, end of March, the license renewal fees, and end of September, the online record book fees. So if, let's say you start now, so you're not going to pay the license fees until end of March. And then you're not going to pay the online record book until end of September. And by then you should know how many students you have and how much should be charged if you're going to divide the amount of money by the number of students, and so on.
So generally, how much is taken from the students when you start, because they're being used?
Okay.
Just to guide us.
What we do in Dubai College is we charge 500 dirhams for bronze, and this covers everything. The registration fees, the online record book, and the expedition fees as well. And then when we move to silver and gold, we charge 200 dirhams for enrollment fees, and we use this 200 for the license and the online record book. And then when we have expeditions, we charge them separately. So we work out the cost of the expedition and divide it by the number of students, and then we come up with a figure.
I'm sorry, I missed you on the second one. You said
Same.
it cost 500 is for bronze?
Yes.
And for silver?
We pay 200 dirhams for registration fees, and
That's for the bronze.
for the silver and gold.
Okay.
Yeah, and we use it towards the license renewal and the online record book fees. Expeditions are charged separately for silver and gold. But I know there are some schools that are charging more than this. I know about a school that is charging 7,000 dirhams per level, right? And it's different. It's different from school to another. Right?
And it should vary with the levels.
It should vary, yes, because the requirements are different, and it should be different from a level to another. But this is what we do at Dubai College. 500 for bronze, it covers everything, and 200 for silver and gold, and then expeditions are charged separately. Okay. Any more questions?